Hello everybody. This is John from USA London. Welcome back and thanks for watching. If it's your first time on my channel, as always, I welcome you. Today I have another cool video for you guys on. Today's video is gonna be about how to fill up form IA-64, which is affidavit of support application. So in this tutorial, I'm going to show you step by step how to fill up the form IA-64, like I say, which is application for affidavit of support. If it's something you're looking for, then I think you come to the right place. I'll be right back.
USA Monde.
The first thing we're going to do is to go to the government website, which is USGS.gov/IA-64. As you can see here, you go to that website and you click on Form I-864. So you open it up, and this is the form we're going to fill out. Okay, so we're going to start with part one, which is basis for filing affidavit of support. So over here, you, the person who sponsor the other person, have to write your name here. So I'm the sponsor submitting this affidavit of support because, so you got to give the reason. Because if you are you are the petitioner, then you have to check this box. Because I filed an alien worker petition on behalf of the intending immigrant who is related to me as even your cousin or whatever. So check the appropriate box, okay? Then we're gonna move to C, which is also I have an ownership interest at least 5% in whatever, maybe the company or you want to use to sponsor the immigrant. So you check that box. So you check the box accordingly, okay? Um 1D. 1D, what we have here, um I'm the only joint. So if you're the only joint, then you check this box. I am the first one, you check this box, the second we check this one, okay? So or maybe you're replacing the initial petitioner. So you check this, but the original petitioner is deceased, so you have to replace him. So you check this box, okay? So now let's move to part two, which is information about the immigrant itself, okay? So you have to tap in here the family name, the given name, which is first name, and the middle name, the address on where the person lives, okay? You have to tap in the address here. So if the person gonna send the address through somebody different, so you have to tap in like in care of whatever. So and then you tap the address and the whole address, okay? Okay, now let's move to part two, continue. Part two, continue. Over here, it's still about the immigrant. So country of citizenship, so you tap in here date of birth, alien registration number. If the person got Eli's account number, then you tap in here daytime telephone on number 7, and then number 8. So family member 2. So if you are sponsoring different people, then this gonna be about the second person and then the third person, whatever. So you have to type the name, family name, just as you did it for the first one, okay? And then family member number 3, and so forth. Number 4, and so forth, okay? Then we're gonna move to part 3. So part 3 over here, information about the immigrant you are sponsoring still. So I am sponsoring the principal immigrant name in part 2, which we just did. If it's yes, you click yes. I mean, you check yes. If it's no, you check no. So read through this, like this one over here. You say, I'm sponsoring the following family members immigrating at the same time or within 6 months of the principal immigrant name in part two. So you type in the person's name and all that, the person's information. So that's part three. Like a relationship or to sponsor immigrant. If you are the person father or mother, you tap in here, you tap the relationship between you guys. Okay. Then we're gonna move to part three, continue. It's still the same. If you sponsoring different people, then you have to provide those information as well. And then here, this is the address of the immigrant. So like the second person, whatever. So you just do the same thing. We just did tap in the address where they live. Okay. So over here we have sponsor physical address. This is the address on which you the sponsor lives. So you have to tap in, fill up everything, and then that will let us move to part four, which is information about you, the sponsor. So you tap your name, your family name, or first name, middle name. Then we scroll down over here. You don't tap anything really. This is for USCIS use only. You don't tap anything here. So part two, continue, information about you. So your country of domicile. So where you live, so you have to, if you live in United States, you tap United States. If you live in France, you tap France. Your date of birth, your city of town of birth, or state or province of birth, and country of birth, you tap everything. Your social security number. Okay, this is for you, the sponsor. And then you're gonna scroll down to 11, citizenship or residency. So if you, I am a U.S. citizen. If you're a U.S. citizen, then you check U.S. citizen. If you are a U.S. national, you check if you are a permanent resident. You check right here. Move to 12, sponsor A number. You tap in your A number or sponsor ELIS number. If you have one, then you tap in here. 14. I'm currently on active duty in the US. If it's the case, you check yes. If it's no, you check no. Okay. Then we're gonna move to part five, which is sponsors household size. So how many people live in your house or where you live? How many people are you guys? If it's just yourself, then you tap one. If it's two, three, four-person, then you check. You tap in the correct number. Okay. Uh, if you are currently married, you have to tap one for your spouse. Okay. If you have dependent children, enter the number. So if your spouse, this is for your spouse, this is for your children, your dependent. Uh, if you have sponsored any other person before, um, who are now left on permanent resident, so you have to tap in the number. If this is one person you sponsor before, you tap in here one. If it's two-person, just tap the number, the right number there. Okay, this is optional. If you have siblings, parent, or adult children with the same principal resident who are combining their income with yours by submitting form IA64A, then you tap the number here. So basically, what it means, if you have somebody trying to help you to sponsor the immigrant, then you have to add that person. If you, how many number? I mean, what number those person are? Are they two, three, four people? Then you tap the number here. Okay. So eight. So you have to put a total of your household members. See, if the total comes to eight, then you tap in eight. If it's 10, you tap in 10. Okay. All right. Let's move to part six, I believe. So part C is sponsor employment and income. So I'm currently employed as, you tap the company where you work at. Um, so you tap, if it's two different company or three different company, you just tap the company name over here. Okay. If you are self-employed, which means you have your own business, you check this box right here. You tap the name. If you are retired, you retire. If you're already retired, then you just check here. You retire. If you're unemployed, you don't have a job. There is part for that as well. Um, then let's see. This is then we move to two. My current individual income annual income is, this is where you tap your how much you make a year. Okay, you tap in right here, and then we move to three. Income you are using from any other person who was content in your household size, including a certain condition, the intent immigrant. Please indicate name, relationship, and income. So this is I think this is the person. If somebody will try to help you to try to add their income to your income to sponsor the immigrant, this is where you tap their name. So the person one, you have to tap their name over there. And then let's move to number four. The relationship between you and the person who's helping you, the person's income, annual income. You tap in there. If you have another person, so you do the same thing as well. Um, then let's move to over here, like on 15. Um, so you have to put the total of the person, like you and the person who are helping you sponsor the immigrant. You put the total of you guys' income here. This is on 15. So over here, number 16, you check this. The people listed in item number 3, 6, 9, and 12 have completed Form IS. Because the person who gonna help you, if there is somebody who gonna help you, whoever gonna help you um, to sponsor the immigrant, they have to fill another form called IA64A. So you have to make sure they fill those form too. Okay. So you have to check it. If they already filled those form I A64A, then you have to check this box. Okay. So you check this means you acknowledge that all those people already filed this form and everything is completed. Okay. All right. Now we're gonna move to part 6. Continue. Sponsors, employment, and income continue. Over here, okay, if you think some of the people who are helping you don't need to fill up the form IA64 because of whatever reason, then you have to check number 17 here, okay? So let's move to number 18, 18A, federal income tax return information. Have you filed a federal income tax return for each of the three most recent years? Yes or no? So you check those boxes. 18B, this is optional. So I've attached a copy or transcript of my federal income. You don't have to do that. If you want to do it, you can do it, but it's not required. Okay. Then let's move to 19, most recent years. Then you put the year and the income. Second year, years and income. Third year, the years and the income. Okay. So then 20, I was not required to file federal income tax return as my income was below the IRS required level, and I have attached evidence to support this. Then you check this. If it's the case, then you check this box right here. So with that being said, we have to move to, let's see here, it's part 7. Use of asset to supplement income. Let's say you don't have enough income, but you have a property, different property, whatever. Then you can use this. This is what part 7 optional is about. So let's say your asset, enter the balance of all saving and checking account. If you want to do that, you do it here. It's optional. It's not required. Okay. Then you put a total here, and so the person who help you, like household members, if they want to do the same thing, then you put um, the name of the person, the relative, the income and stuff like that. You do the same thing. Um, And then let's move to, I think we're on part 7 now, right? Okay, we just finished there. Then we're gonna move to part A, I believe. So part 7 continues. It's just about the asset. Um, then once you put the household members asset, everything, then you have to total put a total down here. Now part A, sponsor contract statement, contract information, certification, and signature. So over here, um, so sponsor statement one. So you acknowledge you can read and understand English and have read and understand every question and instruction on this affidavit, as well as my answer to every question. So you check 1A, check this box right here. So the interpreter name in part 9. So let me see, do we miss part 9 somewhere? Not yet. So you have to put the interpreter. But now I also read, if you have you use the interpreter, then you have to acknowledge that he also the person read every question instruction to you so you understand everything. Okay. Uh, doo. Now let's move to contract area. Over here I will request the service and the consent to. So if you're a contractor, you have to put your information here. Okay, this is where you put your information. Who is or who is not an attorney. If you are an attorney, then you check here. If you are not an attorney, you check this one right here. Uh, then sponsor contact information. The sponsors on daytime telephone number, sponsor on cell phone number and email. Okay. Now sponsor certification. A copy of any document I have submit is that copy of the original document. So you read through this just to acknowledge that every document is accurate and it's not fake are not fake. So the sponsor signature here, this is where you're gonna sign. Don't forget to sign. It's very important. That's why they read they write this in red. Don't forget, and you put a date also. Interpreter area. This is for the interpreters area. So you put a name on the interpreter name, first name, the interpreter or business or organization. This is what you put it here. And then you certify. So I certified that I'm fluent in English and da 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 da. If there's another language like French or whatever, you tap in here, which is the same language provided in part A. So you acknowledge that. And then as an interpreter, you have to sign and date as well. Okay, so this is the interpreter mailing address. You type in the information, your address, and then your interpreter contact information, your telephone numbers. This is where you put them. And part 10, control information, contact information, statement certification, and signature of the person preparing this affidavit. If other than the sponsor, then the person, if the preparer or preparer have to type in the name and first name and the business organization as well. Part 10, this is for the preparer information, their mailing address, and then the preparer have to sign and date as well, contact information, their phone number, and the date they have to date, and the person have to date and sign. Prepare a statement. You check this. I'm not an attorney or a criminal representative, but I have prepared this affidavit on behalf of the sponsor and with the sponsor consent. Then you check that box right there. So additional information. Um, if you need extra space to provide any additional information, then this is what the page you can print out. But you have to remember every page you print out, you have to tap in, provide your alien number, the page number, and the item number on every page, every additional page you add to your form. Okay. So with that being said, that's how you fill out form IA-64. So it's not that easy, but all you gotta do is just be patient and read through everything. I hope I didn't miss anything, but if you think I missed something, just leave me a comment below. Okay.
That's it for today's tutorial. I hope you guys learned something from it. If you do and you want to see more video like this, all you gotta do is subscribe. And also, if you like this video, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up. And once again, my name is John. Thanks for watching and see you next time.